Uh, Today I'm going to talk about how realism and some of its tenets, some of its points are dying in our international and political system, and how we need to look at embracing more liberal fashions and ways when dealing with the international system. One of the first points of the realist system is that the international system is anarchic, that it's everybody for themselves, that it's everyone just trying to survive, and there's no unity, there's no flow to it. That's not true. You know, if you look at the United Nations, it has about 193 members, and there's about 195, 196 in the world. The United Nations looks to sanction people, to monitor trade, to look at army, give people supplies. You know, it's mitigating all types of things and monitoring all types of things in the international world. Same goes for the World Trade Organization. It has about 159 members, and like I said again, we have about 195, 196 in the world. As soon as anything goes down wrong, you know, World Trade Organization will crack down, put sanctions on your trade, hurt your economy. You know, if that's not controlling the international system and bringing calm to the chaos, as it were, I don't know what is. And a lot of those were brought about because of, or their ideas as a result of liberalism and neoliberal institutionalism. You know, neoliberal institutionalism is all about, you know, putting in institutions, programs, different ways to promote the world and help guide it on a certain path and control it from getting too crazy. My next point would be that realism states that states, i.e. countries or nation states, are unitary actors. That's definitely not true. I would definitely side with that. What liberalism says is states are autonomous decision makers. And the difference that I think between that is a unitary actor is one sole thing coming up with it by itself and acting on it. And that's not true. If you just look at our government at the most basic level, just the government. You have the president, you've got Congress, which is made up of two parts. You got the judiciary system. Those are all different actors working within one system, trying to come up with a decision. Now, once we decide that we're going to invade Iraq because of 9/11, we have become an autonomous decision maker, but that hasn't been one actor that has made that decision. That decision was come through by multiple people. And that's just in the governmental level. If you look at the individual level, you've got individual senators, governors, just random people who have vested interests in wanting certain things to go. CEOs of Coca-Cola, they have lobbyists, people who go talk to Congress to get certain things passed so they can make more money or not get taxed for this or that or the other. You know, just today I was watching the news. There's a man buying up land in South Dakota, and he wants to have a white supremacist land to have his own little village. You know, that's a unitary actor. That's something he wants to do. That's his own values. But he's within the United States, and he votes based off of that, and has certain things the way he wants it because of his values. Just like if you look at, well, you get my point on that, I guess. My third point would be that states realism says states look to increase their own power. Now, this point, I will say, for the most part, will always kind of hold true with any country or state. They are concerned with their own power. They want to be the strongest. They want to be the most powerful nation. Now, will they go in and cut down somebody for it? Not necessarily, but you know, while we're under the notions and understanding of democratic peace, or while we have the UN or whatever, we still want to claim our own power, have our own security, you know, to protect ourselves. And a big way we do that is another kind of liberal notion or idea of the democratic peace, you know, where you know, democratic nations don't fight each other. And like we mentioned in class, you know, every nation that has a McDonald's has not fought another nation that has a McDonald's. That right there should let you know that, you know, we're not, you know, we go around, I guess what I'm trying to say is, we go around trying to convert other nations to be democratic. Number one, I think because we can push them around more, we can gain power and get to their resources. For instance, Libya, once we made it democratic, it made it easier for us to get to their oil resources, which we need, you know. And it also makes them less of a wild card. It cuts down on these anarchic dictatorships, you know, Saddam Hussein, people like that who we don't know what they're going to do. Whereas on a democratic system, they've got to go through their own Congress, their own little legislative system to get things passed. It slows down their process, and we ain't got to worry about them as much. And that's just the main points I wanted to make, and, you know, that's why I think liberalism is something that we should, at least on the international level, we should strive for and work towards, and that's where we're going instead of looking at realism.